NBA sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Young, Chet Holmgren out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Murray, and it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, Jokic is out there with Barnes. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Lou Dort, and it's Garland in at the point. And as a coach, Stan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's 2 things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything. From the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotation. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Good D by Holmgren.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Ingram against Garland. Ingram passes to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Barnes outside. Here's Edwards. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now, here is Young. Off target from outside.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that, it doesn't go down.
Garland kicks to Dort. Here's Jokic. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Well, Jokic often likes to pass from that spot, but he can also hit the jump shot.
Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
Dort wide open. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Murray. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Edwards. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Dort kicks to Barnes. Pass to Edwards. Here's Jokic. And the shot goes in. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, when Jokic gets it low, he's so hard to dislodge. You can bump him all you want, but it's usually no use.
So timeout called here, but first for Memphis.
All right, man. It's time to dance, man. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Let's see it. Drop beat, dude. Drop beat. Keep it going. Let's go.
Austin Reeves is checked in for George. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Grizzlies.
On the court.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Young finds Anunoby. Goes back up. Brooklyn with the rebound. Edwards looking it over. Outside Garland. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
And here's a look at some stats for Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 26 points a game last year, 12 rebounds and 9 assists. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Towns, following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-star.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Holmgren. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Garland, the pass to Edwards. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Murray sets a screen for Holmgren. Reeves with the rebound.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Barnes screen on Murray. Reeves against Murray. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Loved the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Barnes outside. Hits it from three-point range. Barnes has got 5 now.
This is something Barnes needs to keep working on. When he's hitting from 3, this guy is almost unguardable.
Garland against Young. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Young. Shoots over Garland. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 6. 6 seconds left to play here in the first. Edwards fires from way outside. And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Here's Green. We've got Austin Reeves. Murray out there with Garland. And there's Gordon. And it's Clowney in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the #2 overall pick in the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
The Nets making a switch here. Awoma's checked in. Both free throws good from Green. Nets leading by 4. Outside Gordon. Pass to Murray. Fires the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And for Memphis, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Stan, in a league of stretch bigs, Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin, and look, he'll occasionally take a 3, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players anymore.
And the Nets making a change here. Clowney's checked in. Here's Castle. He's defended by Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Bangs home the trifecta. Castle's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the deep.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
Darius Garland.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
So good at getting his team involved. Garland has become a difference maker.
Dort, he's checked in for the Nets. The Grizzlies also making a change. Ingram's checked in. And so he hits both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Valanciunas.
Power play by Valanciunas, just muscling past any inside resistance.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Nets. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? He told her, you're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. To the middle. And Clowney can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Ingram deciding where to go with it. They get the rebound. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got it all tied up now for Memphis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Garland against Murray. Here's Dort. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Some physicality there from Lou, pushing past the contact and into the shot.
Dort against Ingram. Here's Valanciunas. Valanciunas, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Garland against Valanciunas. Garland with the bucket. And it's a 4-point Nets lead.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Let's show everyone I needed to get loud in here for your Brooklyn Nets.
Jokic has checked in for Brooklyn. Edwards comes in for Austin Reeves. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Trae Young subbed in for OG Anunoby. And so here's Memphis, trailing by 4. Young outside. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 9 points.
Well, he's lights out when he has space. Trae Young, one of the best shooters in the league.
Garland finds Jokic. Now, here's Dort. Here's Edwards. Trae Young grabs the miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Jokic sets the screen for Gordon. Oh, good on the 3. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Murray, the pass to Ingram. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. So with Brandon Ingram's height and shooting ability stand, he can get about any shot he wants, can he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
What a fun player to watch.
Well, that could be a tough shot, but easy there for Brandon Ingram.
Gordon kicks to Dort. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Murray outside. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Murray. Towns has got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside, Dort. Nailed from 3.
Shot wasn't always there for Dort.
but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Back to Young. 1 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Young against Garland. Pass to Edwards. Here's George. Offline with his 3. Grizzlies have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Young outside. Towns the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies out in front, up 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. With Trae Young, hey, Trae, a slow start, but you guys bounced back. So what changed?
I think just getting back into the rhythm, just getting into the action, being aggressive. I think that was the main thing. We got to go out and compete and do what we do.
We'll see if you do what you do so well in the second half. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
When I look at the Nets, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Turning our attention to that first half for the Grizzlies. They find themselves in a close one.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Trae